What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla stock and give you guys a very quick intraday update about the debt ceiling, what's happening with the markets right now. Before I say anything, just know I'm not a financial planner, and also don't forget about the Webull link. The offer ends very soon. Deposit any amount of money and you're guaranteed up to 12 free stocks. Anyways, when it comes to the markets, right now the market's starting to curl a bit. Earlier today, I told you guys there's likely downside coming, and we got this big downside move for the markets for Tesla and SPY. SPY came all the way down to the 415 to 416 target I had, very, very close to it, bouncing off 416.22. And instead of continuing to drop, we saw the algo starting to buy up the markets, stopping it from getting a free fall. And also, we got some bullish news that came out from President Joe Biden and many other figures that helped the market bounce a bit. My target on Tesla, when I was talking about the bearish move that was coming, Tesla went from 203 all the way down to 195. It got a big rug pull today into the mid 190s, but then Tesla started to bounce after the news that just came out. I want to inform you guys about what this news is and why you should be very careful going into close today. Now, let me make it clear. I'm not giving any financial advice. Don't take this as financial advice. I'm personally always going to be securing profits on days like this because I don't know what's going to happen going into tomorrow because we have the debt ceiling votes today from the House. And this is going to happen tonight. So after the market closes, most likely. Currently, these people are just debating about it. And we have some bullish news. Biden came out and said, and I quote, "We're going to deal with the debt ceiling. Things are going as planned." So far, the market liked that. Then we had some Fed speakers. Jefferson from the Fed came and said that conditions in the banking sector have stabilized. The system remains resilient. He mentioned that there could be tighter credit coming and there's a possible pause coming, but it may not be the final peak of the rate hikes. So that's what Jefferson said. And the market has been loving that. He hinted at a pause. And then with the whole debt ceiling thing, like I said before, there's no guarantee that the House will raise the debt ceiling or votes for the agreement between what Biden and McCarthy did immediately. It may take them an extra couple of days, or it could happen as soon as today, like many of the House representatives are saying. I don't know for sure. The market is so far very optimistic now, and we have to be very careful, okay? Now, if they do vote on it, the market may have a positive reaction. If not, if they delay it again and it takes them a couple more days, things could change. So we have to be very careful. And they're going to be voting after the market closes, which is why I personally am securing profits. I already have secured profits and I'm just waiting on the sidelines for now. Not financial advice, by the way. Anyways, let's talk about the charts. What levels are we going to be watching? On SPY, we have some resistance around the 30 minutes 50 EMA around this 418.7 area. We're getting very close to it. If it breaks this and holds it, we could get closer to 420. Okay. And now when it comes to support on the hourly time frame, we bounced off the 200 EMA around this 416 area, very close to my target when I was talking about the bearish move I was seeing in the markets. So far, the market's still kind of red, but it is starting to hold up a bit. We also are rejecting off the 1 hour 50 EMA, very, very close to it around this 418.37 area. So these are some resistance zones to look at, the 1 hour and the 3-minute time frames. And I'm also including the extended hours. I think it's very important to do that typically. On the 30-minute time frame, there's a bullish cross on the PPO that formed right here. So this is a pretty decent sign, but there are no guarantees going into tomorrow because it depends on the debt ceiling. Now, what I typically do is I look at the 30-minute time frame on SPY, and then on the right side, I usually have like the 5-minute or the 3-minute for SPY on the sidelines. For Tesla, let me just mention that on the larger time frames, Tesla's looking pretty good. Got a nice bounce off 195. I told you all that if Tesla broke below the 198 to 197.5 area, watch 195. Tesla bounced off 195.12 almost exactly. If it broke below 195, it would likely come even lower to fill the gap. And I was talking about that being a very big possibility too. But instead, Tesla held this support and it got a bounce from here. Now, here are some levels to look at on the 1 hour time frame. Tesla got a bounce very close to where the 50 EMA is, and now it's going to be fighting for that 200 resistance. If it breaks 200, we have the 202 to 203 zone, and then 205 comes after that. I'm not leaning in the direction of Tesla going that high, but it is a possibility that Tesla could make its way back to 200 or at least fight for it. Now, why is Tesla bouncing like this? Once again, the debt ceiling news came out and the market is getting a positive reaction. And the move I mentioned yesterday did play out. I told you guys Tesla would likely get a nice pullback, retest the 50, maybe even drop lower to where this gap area was. It didn't drop that low, but it did drop to about 195, and the market did get a significant pullback today. But now the market's improving a bit. The market's optimistic after what Joe Biden just said, after what the Fed speakers just said, and it's starting to improve. Make sure you watch that 200 on Tesla. If it breaks 200, don't forget about 202, around the 202 zone. If it comes down, okay, support is currently at around 198. Don't forget about 198 to 197.5, major supports right there. If that breaks again, then there's going to be the 195, and then after that, the 193s. All right, those are the zones to watch for. For now, we're getting very close to 200. The market is improving a bit. The market's excited about what the house is about to do. And sometimes you could speculate that someone knows something, and this could be a good sign for tomorrow. Technical indicators are typically correct, okay? And I called the moves to the downside that we saw today, but I can't always be perfectly correct intraday, because of the amount of news that comes out. And sometimes this debt ceiling news is just so crazy and, it's all over the place. And now the market's improving a bit, but just make sure you guys remain very cautious and you watch these support and resistance levels. All right. Thank you all for listening. Get ready. I will not be uploading a video until the afternoon today. So maybe around, I think like 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time is usually when I upload on this Tesla channel. Yeah, so it's going to take a while. Just get ready for close and be prepared, guys. Lots of news is coming out. Watch it carefully and don't forget to manage risks. That's why I'm securing profits. That is not financial advice, by the way. Thank you for listening. Have a good one, guys. Get ready and peace out.